Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is a detailed walkthrough, review, and tour of the Riu Caribe Resort. So this is the main lobby of the resort, and Frida is one of the bars. It's the main lobby bar. And then to the right, you have the check-in reception area, and this is a standard room. Now, this resort is newly renovated, so keep that in mind. And in the bathroom, it came with double sinks, double mirrors, which came in really handy. And this was the toilet, which I found to be pretty interesting. So, as I mentioned, it is a newly renovated resort, which is actually part of the reason why I decided to go with this resort, because I usually stay at Riu Palaces, but this, as I said, was just renovated about 6 months ago. So I was like, let me check it out because everything would be pretty brand new. So with it being a regular Riu and not a palace, and because I am used to staying at palace resorts and typical Riu, you do have the dispenser and there's also drinks in the fridge. But upon arrival, there is no welcome drink. There are no robes in the room, and there is no room service. Now, for me, because this was a party resort, I did not notice those things at all, except for I missed the welcome drink. And the service here was really great. So just keep that in mind. This was the view. We were actually facing the main roadway, and there are also some swim up rooms here. So if that's what you're interested in, it is available. But I believe that they do book up quickly. This is the main lobby at night, so they had some card games going on. This is the Frida bar, and this is another angle of the bar, so it is pretty lively at night. Everybody was waiting in the lobby. Everyone was having a drink of some sort. They were just lounging around. It was pretty busy. This was on Thursday night or Friday night, so it does get pretty busy. I think it was Thursday night. And then from the main lobby, the sports bar is right there. So the sports bar is 24 hours, and the sports bar is also 24 hours, and you can see there's some pool tables. Of course, there's TVs in there for sports, and then this is where you can get a late night snack. So there were some sandwiches, there's some muffins, some like bread, some loaves of cake, and nachos, of course. And then as you walk past the reception area, to your right they have a screen with all the activities for the day, and then to your left is one of the a la carte restaurants, the culinarium. And then with that activity being posted, you also do have that as an app, so or on the app. So make sure to download the app because everything is available on the app, as well as all the menus for the restaurant. And then as you walk further, there's another restaurant, Margarita, which is their Mexican restaurant. So I didn't try any of these restaurants. I looked at the menu and I just preferred the variety of the buffet, but I did try the steakhouse, so stay tuned for that. And then once you walk past those restaurants, there's Calypso, which is the theater, and that's where all the nighttime entertainment happens. And there is also a bar in here. And I went in here one of the nights and there was a show going on. So this is how it looks during the day when it's empty. And then of course it comes alive at nighttime. So this was one of the shows. Of course, like a typical resort, they have one like Michael Jackson show a week. I believe this was like an Elvis night, and they have a bunch of other theme nights that happen. And then once you walk past Calypso, you have another restaurant, and this is the Asian restaurant. So I believe that they do have sushi in here, but yes, this is where you'll find your Asian theme restaurant. And this is also open. It's Shangri-La, and not all of the a la carte restaurants are open every night either, so make sure you check so that you're not disappointed. And then further up that way is the spa and the gym. And then we have Coral, which is the main buffet restaurant, and that is where you'll get your buffet breakfast, buffet lunch, and buffet dinner. And there is ample seating in here. And then this was breakfast, or this is breakfast. So there's just a lot. There is such a wide variety. There's pancakes, there's eggs, there's bacon, there was sandwiches, there was croissants. There's just a lot. There is a lot to choose from. There's something for everybody. There are vegetarian options. There's like if you're on a diet, there's like healthier options. There's just something for everybody. And I'm just going to leave this here because after breakfast, you'll see the lunch and you'll see dinner. And there are also options, of course, for later in the day to make your have customized pasta made for you. There was also a taco station, which I really loved. I had tacos at every meal basically. So I'm just gonna leave this here so that you could take a look at all the different foods that are offered for the buffet. And yeah. Now, I forgot to add that they did actually have an allergen guide, which I found to be very, very helpful. I personally don't have any allergies, but when I do travel, sometimes people in my party do. So thank you for that. That is very, very helpful. And something else I also forgot to mention, not so much that applies to breakfast, but for lunch and for dinner, I personally do not eat seafood. But my boyfriend said that the seafood dishes that they had here were some of the best. That those were actually fried crab that you saw someone just pull away to go refill. He said that was really good, and they also had some like fried fish fingers. I believe at lunch one of the days as well, and he said it's some of the best seafood that he's ever tasted. So that I for anyone who loves seafood, I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that. And this is the outdoor seating area. So for breakfast and for lunch, I do notice that to the left of this, people do sit there for the buffet, but this is the steakhouse area. So you'll see that's kind of where it leads to the remainder of the resort. But we did have a meal here, as I said. So they start you off with bread and butter. And I got the Caesar salad as the appetizer, which was pretty good. And then we opted for the, I guess, spread for two. So it came with beef, chicken, shrimp and corn, and then it also came with some wedges, and that was also pretty good. And this is the beauty salon. So I kind of walked past here really early in the morning, so you'll see it's closed. But that's the beauty salon, and this is the spa area. So you do have to enter through here to get to the gym. And I will say it smelled really lovely in there, so it almost made me want to try the spa. And I definitely would have if I had more time. And then as you walk through the resort, so once you come out of the buffet area, kind of where the steakhouse is, this is the first pool that you'll see. And I came out here really early in the morning because I didn't want to record people. I'm always so conscious about that I know people don't like to be on video. So I like to get out as early as possible when it's not as busy. And then as you keep walking, this is a second pool with a swim up bar. And you'll see that they also have the seating inside the pool, which definitely comes in handy when, you want to sit and be in the water at the same time. And then you have the table to kind of hold your drinks. And then beyond this point, you'll see that the beach is there. And all of these pools kind of have like the infinity edge, which I also thought was pretty cool as well. And then on the other side of the swim up bar is this bar that also has a seating area. And you'll see once I pan a little bit that the reason for this is because the snack bar is to the left of here. So this is if you kind of want to step out of the pool, grab a quick little bite to eat, and then grab something to drink. And you'll see the seating with the tables is there as well. And so I panned to the right. And yes, and then Pepe's is there. So typical hot dog, hamburger, fries. And then they also had a little taco stand there. So that's for, around the hours of lunchtime after breakfast. And then this is the third pool that is just past that area. And this is also where I noticed that they did some of the entertainment, a lot of the dancing and I guess the daytime kind of shows. And then this is kind of just looking, panning to the resort. So you'll see all the ocean view rooms, and there are many of them. And also in this pool area, there are some seats. And then this is the beach. So just past that pool, there's a ramp to go down. And then you have the beach area, and the beach here was really, really nice. I have been to Cancun before. And the other resort that I stayed at, I was a little bit disappointed by the water because there was a lot of seaweed, but because of the side that this Riu is on, and this resort, I should say, is on, the water is literally turquoise. It was so beautiful. You could see that there's a little bit of seaweed on the shore, but it's not even bothersome. No sargassum issues. Like, this content doesn't even do it justice. You'd have to see it in person to see how beautiful it is. And then the entertainment, so I missed a lot of it, but this was just some of the entertainment crew dancing, and they did have a whole routine. And then the main thing at this resort is the Riu Party. So there are 4 Riu parties every week, different themes. 2 are during the day and 2 are at night. They are adults only, and it is specifically at the Riu Caribe, like it's right next door, but all the other Rius in Cancun can come to it. So this is the pink party, and you'll see I kind of showed a little bit before it started to get busy, and then after it started to get busy and busier and busier. And there are bars all around, foam drops every so often. And then there's also some spots that are just reserved for Palace members. And then there's separate bar areas for Palace members and then for regular Riu members. So just keep that in mind. You can also purchase booths and get bottle service. So you'll see next to the DJ, there's some booths there. So you can, it's literally a party. It is a party. They thought of everything. It is so much fun. As the party went on, there was more foam. The dropping of the foam became more and more. I guess there was less time in between it. They started to drop more and more foam. People were just in there having a great time. And of course, it's not compulsory to follow the theme or dress for the theme, but it does make it more fun when you do. And the workers, they also will do like some face painting and stuff prior to. They do have like backdrops and stuff set up at the hotel so you can take pictures. Like, it's just a very engaging experience. And for me, the best part was when they brought out these huge pink balloons, because everybody got involved. Everybody was playing with the balloons. It was just really a lot of fun. And then there was also a neon party one night. So I forgot to show this earlier, but they do actually have a separate stand for shots. And then at the neon party, they had different color shots you can have. They do also have hookah available for an additional fee. There is also a snack bar that's open whenever any of these Riu parties are going on. And you see there's hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, there's chicken wings, and of course there's also tacos as well, which I'm sure after partying just tastes amazing. It did for me. So the neon parties at night. Of course, there's less people in the pool just because it's nighttime, but some people still got in. They still had the foam going, and you see here the entertainment crew, as usual, is engaged, trying to get people engaged. They were having a great time. They were making sure everyone else was having a great time. The music was good. Like, it's just fun all around. I was surprised that they were able to get everyone there to be like just having a great time. And they put a lot of work into it. You'll see from in the morning that they start setting up very early. And as I said earlier, they do also drop foam even at night. So if you do feel like getting in the water, you're more than welcome to. But obviously, it's a very stark contrast from the day parties. And then they also had this robot that came out. The robot also did photo ops. Obviously, the robot was doing the robot. Again, another way to be engaged or to get guests engaged. So overall, the Riu parties were really fun. Now, there's also a small kids pool, and RiuLand is also available here. All in all, the Riu Caribe is just a lot of fun, and the Riu parties really do help. That the fact that there's 4 of them a week means that every other day basically there's a party to attend. I enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun, but I'd only recommend it if you are into partying. If not, you're probably better off staying somewhere else. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.